Chuck and scores!
Nice Shabbat curled and drives and scores!
And the Senators win it.
Five apart, another chance, Madison scores! Great Madison! Oh, and got it! Green! Oh, Green again! Scores!
Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Now, before we get started, please follow me on Twitter at SensTalk_, and on Instagram at SensTalk. Now, this afternoon, the Ottawa Senators took on the Montreal Canadiens in a very rare afternoon game, which I'm very happy about for a Saturday. It's great. Now, like I said in my last video, tonight, this afternoon, the Montreal Canadiens had to respond. If they're a legitimate cup contender or just a contender in general, they had to respond in tonight's or this afternoon's game. They responded. They had a very good period. But before we get to that, a few things. Firstly, the Sens Talk shotgun tools. They've sold out 3 times already. We've made more. Link in the description below. We appreciate the support so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to support the channel in a fun way, we greatly appreciate the support. Thank you very much to everyone that's bought one so far. Now, tonight, or this afternoon, I gotta get used to saying afternoon. I don't think I've done a Sens game recap for an afternoon game in over a year, so bear with me. But the Sens this afternoon debuted their retro jerseys. I put it up here. I like them. I've had some different opinions. Some of my friends like them. Some of my friends hate them. Since Twitter mostly likes it, so I'm a big fan of them. I think they pop off on the ice. They're beautiful. And generally, it's good to have a nice red jersey. Now, sure, they could have gone more. They could have definitely done more with it. There's some things I can criticize, but hey, they're nice. We got the 2D back. Let's just be happy we got the 2D back. Now, Jake Allen starts for the Montreal Canadiens in this afternoon's game. I believe in his career he has like a .927 save percentage against the Ottawa Senators, so not an easy test for the Ottawa Senators and their lineup. Speaking of the lineup, let's get to it. The game number 12 lineup is as follows. On the first line, it was Brady Tkachuk with Josh Norris and Evgeny Dadonov. The second line, Nick Paul with Colin White and Drake Batherson. The third, Tim Stützle, our German beauty, with Derek Stepan and Connor Brown. The fourth, Alex Galchenyuk stays in the lineup with Chris Turney and Austin Watson. The first pairing was Shabbat and Zaitsev, Riley and Zub. By the way, Riley actually looked decent in that first period. I'm not going to lie with you. And Zub is fantastic. I love him. Keep him in the lineup. Don't ever scratch him again. The third pairing, Brannstrom and Brannstrom. Murray started in this afternoon's game. Hogberg backed up. Cedric Paquette, Artyom and Josh Brown were injured. Not injured, scratched. But who was injured? Christian Melanin. But he may return this week. Potentially Monday or Tuesday against Edmonton Oilers. We shall see. Now let's get to the first period play, where the first 4 to 5 minutes, you can tell it's an afternoon game. Nothing's really going on. They're just chipping the puck out. Some hits here and there, but not many shots going on. Until a stupid penalty. Not even a penalty. It's not a penalty. The Sens get screwed over here, frankly. And same thing happened with Montreal later in the period where Ottawa scored on the power play. But Montreal scores on a power play that should never have happened, just like Ottawa didn't after. But what happened is Erik Brannstrom boxed out his man. I think it was Josh Anderson. I forget who. But he knocked him down when he had the puck, essentially, but was called for an interference. And as you can see right now, Mark Mathod agrees with me. You're allowed to box somebody out. So I don't know what the hell. That was a stupid, weak call. Terrible call by the refs. And it leads to a Canadiens goal. Jeff Petrie from the point slams it home, 1-0 Montreal. And this issue keeps on happening with the Senators. Stop screening Matt Murray. Clear the net. Let him see the puck. You know what I mean? He's not Dominik Hasek. He's not the most athletic goaltender in the world. He needs to see the puck and track it. Now, 7 minutes later, same thing happens. The Senators get lucky with a bad call in favor of them. Maybe that was a makeup call. I don't know. But the Canadiens I'm sure, are not too happy about that call either. And at least the refs are keeping it consistent. But regardless, the Senators put some offense on the Jake Allen. He makes some big stops. But Colin White tips home a pass from Derek Stepan, I believe. And the Senators tied up at 1 apiece. Colin White, never remove him from the lineup too, DJ Smith. The Senators have tied it at 1 apiece. And after that, Montreal, I think, got 1 or 2 power plays. Ottawa killed them both off thanks to Matt Murray making some brilliant stops. But we go to the second period now with my first period thoughts. Essentially what happened is Matt Murray was the main, if not the only reason why Ottawa was in this game. He had to make, on the top of my head, 4 or 5 huge saves to keep the Sens in this. If the Senators want to win this game moving forward, especially as we go to the second period, you know what you got to do? Clear the net, push the players out, and let Matt Murray track the puck. End of story. If the Senators penalty kill team does not let Matt Murray see the puck, you're going to get one-timers or, slap shots from the point that are going to go in because Murray can't see it. It's either Murray can't see it, the puck's deflected, or some other thing happened. The issue is you gotta clear the front of the net. You need to let your goalie see the puck. End of story. And the Senators are not letting Matt Murray see the puck. So he's bailed them out, but how much longer can he bail them out? We shall see. Now, Murray, like I said, has saved our ass multiple times. He's a big reason why we're in it. Let's see what happens in the second period. I'm hoping the Senators listen to my advice and start clearing the front of the net so Matt Murray can truck the puck better. But besides that, let's get to the second period of play. Alright, so after 40 minutes of play, the game remains at 1 apiece. However, in that second period, there were a few notable things, so I want to walk you through those. Firstly, in that period, the Ottawa Senators had at least 3 power plays, and while they did not score on those power plays, they were very, very good. They were moving the puck, they weren't just stagnant, they were moving the puck, they were cycling it, they were creating chances, and most importantly, they were looking for passes to get shots off. The Senators in that period, on those power plays, or even in general, had 4 or 5 posts. So Jake Allen, he's made some huge stops, and when he isn't making the big stops, the posts are helping him out. So, Jake Allen has stopped the best Sens chances, and if the Sens aren't stopped by Jake Allen, the post is getting in the way. So they're just not getting the bounces, but the good thing is, if you're getting those chances, eventually the puck is going to go in the net. So keep on doing what you're doing, Ottawa. It's working. Speaking of that, Erik Brannstrom, he's working very well in the second power play unit. He was incredible in that period, and he's clearly what was advertised to us when we traded Mark Stone for him. He is able to move that puck beautifully. Great skater, flawless skater, and he has such a good hockey IQ offensively specifically. So the second power play unit looks fantastic with Erik Brannstrom. And even the first power play unit, Chabot had a nice chance with a toe drag, barely just stopped by Allen. The power play looked fantastic in that second period, and hopefully they can build off that. Now, I want to mention something. The Montreal Canadiens in this afternoon's game, they high-stick Tim Stützle at least 3 times in the game. I understand the first one, first time you hit a guy in the face, oh no, my bad, it's a hockey play, it happens. But after 2 and 3, come on. This is an 18-year-old. Stop hitting him in the face. Stop targeting him. And I'm calling on the Ottawa Senators. I don't want there to be a fight because you can ruin the momentum and swing it to the Habs. But send a message. You got to send a message. I didn't really see much of it. They're blatantly targeting, in my opinion, Tim Stützle. Like most teams, this is hockey. That happens. But it's up to the Senators to defend their rookie. This is an 18-year-old. You got to defend the kid. I'm sorry. You got to defend the kid. But of course, I'm not asking for a fight. I don't want to ruin the momentum. But send a message. Big hit. Whatever you got to do. Score a goal even. Send a message. Besides that, let's get to the third period of play where we're going to have a result regardless. So let's get to that right now. I don't think you can ask for a better effort from your Ottawa Senators in tonight's game. They did literally everything they could to score, but they couldn't. Either they missed the chance, Jake Allen robbed them, or the post robbed them of an opportunity. The Senators got so many chances, and I saw some people being negative about this. Don't be negative. Be very excited about the fact that the Ottawa Senators were able to generate that many chances on the Montreal Canadiens. One of the better blue lines in the NHL this season so far. They were generating a lot of chances. So the Senators did not have any puck luck, but the good thing is puck luck will come. But you know what doesn't come naturally? Those chances. You need to perform. And the Senators are performing right now. So yes, they lost 2-1. The Canadiens win. But the Senators have a lot of positives to take out of this game. They got a lot of offensive chances. Jake Allen just robbed them. The post robbed them, or they just missed their chances. But the good thing is, and I'll repeat it again for the 20th time in this video, they're creating chances, and that's all you can ask for, especially during a rebuilding season like this year. This was quite possibly one of the best games of the season for Ottawa, if not the best. And it's kind of funny because in the first game of this back-to-back with the Canadiens, the Senators were the team, like the Montreal Canadiens tonight, where in the latter half of the period, of the game, the Canadiens dominated. That's what happened with Ottawa today, but of course, the Canadiens lost that game, the Sens lost this game. So overall, Canadiens did not deserve to win this game, but Ottawa didn't deserve to win the last game. So I guess it's a wash. At the end of the day, it was a good game, it was fun to watch, and compared to what we were seeing a mere week ago, where we were getting blown out 8-1, not 8-1, but like 7-2 or whatever, like 5-6 goal losses. Listen. Sucks to lose. It's fun to watch a game like that. I'm really, really excited to see what they do in the next game on Monday. Because, you know what? They were able to score on Edmonton before they even upgraded that blue line. Speaking of blue line, Erik Brannstrom was insane. So, you know what? I'm really excited to see what they can do on Monday against Edmonton. I think this team, finally with a good back end with the blue line, is going to create Matt Murray making more stops. It's going to create more offensive chances. And defensively, Artyom Zub, man, this guy is so rock solid defensively. He boxed out Josh Anderson, pushed him to the corner a few times. That's not easy to do. That guy can fly. So Zub has very, very much impressed me so far. The blue line itself has been pretty good. But Zub has been very, very good. And I saw a lot of people on Twitter mentioning that too, so I'm not the only one that thinks that. Now, before we get to the Sens stock start of the night, what about you, the fans? Erik Brannstrom had a huge hit on Evans in the third period, which I'm not going to applaud. It's a questionable hit. Some people, it's a gray area because Brannstrom's so much taller than Evans that it looked like he was trying to hit the chest, but it ended up hitting some of his head as well. Luckily, Evans returned to the game, but I would not be shocked if the NHL looked into that and potentially fined or suspended Erik Brannstrom. I don't know if there was malicious intent with that hit, but it was a high hit, and I'm not going to defend a high hit. Head injuries are scary, so I will never defend that. But it wasn't intentional, but I would not be shocked if the NHL looked into that. Now let's get to the Sens stock star of the night, voted by you, the fans, as a bunch of Hab fans are chirping me right now. I think I have 10 Hab friends, and they're all texting me at once. It's a great feeling, but that's hockey. You know, I did that to them, so they're going to do it to me. But anyways, let's get to the Sens stock star of the night. What about you, the fans? I put it out at 3:39. It's now 3:55 Eastern time, so let's get to it. The 4-star was 0% of the vote, Josh Norris. I find this shocking. Josh Norris had a great game in my opinion. There were so many forwards that had a good game, I didn't know the pick. But Josh Norris, I just noticed the little things he was doing. He was creating some great chances, opening up some lanes, and some nice passes too, and even got a couple of nice chances on net. I like Josh Norris's game. The 3rd star, with 11% of the vote, Colin White, the lone goal scorer for tonight's game. He scored in the first period there. Colin White, he had a good game. Listen, the Sens offense generated plenty of chances. I could have probably just put the Sens offensive group as a selection of its own in this poll. Now, the 2nd star of 20% of the vote, Erik Brannstrom, the franchise. Hell of a game for him. He looked really, really solid on the back end and defensively too, but offensively he just looked gifted. And we already knew that going in. So, moving forward, I would love to see how Erik Brannstrom continues to build on this incredible game of his. Now, the 1st star, wow, it's going to create some memes. The 1st star was 69% of the vote, which is very nice. Matt Murray, he was fantastic. He is a lone reason why Ottawa even had a chance to get back into this game in the second half of the game. The first half of the game was all Habs, and Matt Murray is the sole reason, in my opinion, why Ottawa even got out of that first period tied at 1 apiece. Matt Murray is the Sens stock star of the night. And it's back-to-back games now where Matt Murray has been fantastic. So let's see if he can keep that going when the Sens take on the Edmonton Oilers on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. But besides that, thank you all for watching. Be sure to comment below what you think. I always respond, and I always love having debates and dialogue in the comment section below, so be sure to comment. But besides that, thank you all for watching. Please like this video, share this video with your cool stuff, and of course, click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. And most importantly, do not forget, turn your notification bell on so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Besides that, the next Sens game is on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you after that one. Besides that, thank you for watching. Go Sens go.